Hi guys, it's Chessa with Checker. Welcome to our What's New Live. Quilt shops from all over the world depend on Checker for the newest fabrics and notions. I'm here today to show you just a few of the over 120,000 items that you will find at checkerdisc.com. We know as shop owners, your time is crucial. It is limited, so it's crucial that you are easily able to see what's new out there and stay up to date with what's going on. So our live episodes are specifically for you. It's always fun to see where you're watching from, so make sure you leave a comment with your shop name and location. And I'd love to know how much snow you have gotten so far, since a lot of us are getting or supposed to be getting some snow. If you aren't able to watch this live, that's okay, because if you're watching it later, you already know that you can watch it whenever you feel, because the video does stay on Facebook. To make ordering easy for you, there is a link in the description to all the items that are going to be shown today. If you have a question or would like to take a second look at something, just pop it in the comments and I will answer it at the end. Checker has many ways for you to see what's new in the world of quilting. We send a bi-weekly email on Mondays with just the newest items added in the previous 2 weeks. You can also use the drop-down button on our website and sort newest to oldest. And of course, we are always posting the newest products on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Don't forget about our Q&A at the end. Plus, our buyers are standing by to answer any questions you might have. Later today, Maria DeGroot will join me to talk about a few Creative Grids tools, and she has a small trunk show of projects from Cut Loose Press and Lisa DeBoard. Hello to Audrey from Pink Petunias Patchwork. Hello to Mary from Little Max in Michigan. How are you doing, Mary? You guys getting a lot of snow? Hello, Pat on the back from Arizona. Hello to Karen from Missouri Star. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I know some of you are probably all cuddled up by your fireplace already. We're going to jump right in with books because you know I like starting with books. So we're going to start with this new one from Landauer that's called No Math Quilts, Charts and Formulas. So this is a quilter's guide for calculating quilt dimensions and quilt measurements. As I flip through it, you'll see number of strips from fat quarters. It shows you the size of the strips and the number of strips you will get. It has all your basic information you need that's right at your fingertips in this nice little pocket-sized book. There are convenient charts for standard bed quilt sizes, reducing and enlarging patchwork blocks, and even how much fabric is needed for basic quilt blocks. Like here you got quarter square triangle blocks. You have what size you cut the block and then what size it comes out finished. You got your setting blocks, corner setting triangle blocks. So it's just a great little handy guide to have on hand. Just quickly be able to flip to and not have to do the math in your head, because if you're anything like me, I will mess it up. What was that? Measure twice, cut once. Maybe read this book a couple times, then cut. Alright, so let's move on to C&T. We have Quilting for Hire. So this is a creative person's guide to the long arm quilting business. The professional machine quilters are in high demand, as most of you probably already know, and you can learn to be one of them. There are secrets to success in this dynamic interactive guidebook that is just for you creative. Quilting for Hire. YouTube star Laura Coy makes it so very easy. Her instructional videos have inspired hundreds of thousands to start sewing. Now, Laura Coy is back with written patterns for 26 fan favorite video tutorials on her So Very Easy YouTube channel. You can create anything from eyeglass cases, hanging door pockets, to drawstring bags, and even custom machine covers. Here you have an easy zipper pouch. because that was so very easy. Be the star of the baby shower with the Sew Penguins, Puppies, Porcupines, Oh My book from C&T. You can applique adorable baby animals onto gifts that will be snuggled now and treasured for years to come. Fans flock to Kim Schafer's best-selling designs, plus these 39 new nursery-themed baby animals are sure to roar, tweet, and move their way into your house. You see a baby skunk. Here you have your giraffe, a baby elephant, your lion, a flamingo. So you got all sorts of goodies for any theme. Fun and Funky Cross Stitch is a fabulous collection of cross stitch designs. You open right up, you have your succulents. There's a deer, a squirrel, an owl. So these, as you can tell now, have animals, nature, and there's a lot of helpful guides to each project. These designs range from beginner friendly to more advanced. Lastly, from C&T is the Show Me How to Paper Piece Redo. This is a second edition. Even if you've never done a bit of patchwork before, you'll be amazed at how quick and easy that it is to learn the paper piecing method. You're just going to stitch along your pre-printed lines, and you're going to create perfect, accurate blocks. From Quiet Fox and Jim Shore, we have a variety of mini notepads. So you have your nice lines in there. There's quotes. Each day provides its own gifts. Every day is a new beginning. Treat it that way. Stay away from what might have been and look at what can be. So as you see, there's a lot of different design covers here for whatever maybe your mood is or your theme is. So these are all Jim Shore little notepads. From Reliable Corporation, this is the Reliable Maven Home 1 liter iron station. So this is equipped with a 1 liter removable water tank. Nice and easy to take out, take to your sink, fill it up. So it offers up to 3 times more steaming than a traditional iron. It has a 6-bar pump pressure, and it has an easy to use digital temperature control. There's only a 30-second reheat time between your fills, so that's super quick. There are 4 easy ways to navigate your steam and temperature settings, so it's just super easy to control and use. It has the ceramic sole plate that has an easy glide feature that provides even heat distribution and maximum steam penetration for a smooth ironing experience. It has a built-in anti-scale cartridge that's in here. So that helps filter your hard water, and it can be replaced as needed. And one of my favorite features is that if you need to move this from place to place, you can do so confidently with ease. So you just set your iron in here, and then it actually has this little tool that turns, and it's going to lock your iron in place. So it's not going to go anywhere. You don't have to worry about it falling off. And I just love that. And you have this nice heavy duty cord. So this one's pretty big, so I'm going to set it off to the side so that I have more room. Thank you. And now we're going to talk about the Oliso's iconic smart iron that just got smarter. So I have the beautiful purple here. Actually, I don't think it's called, yeah, I think it is called purple. So this has new features and just a whole bunch of new elements to improve from their previous one. It has an enhanced eye touch, never lift technology. So as you already know, they lift and lower at the touch of your hand. I don't have mine turned on, but if I were to put my hand on it and it was on, this little lever would go up and I could go to ironing. You remove your hand, it raises back up, so you don't have to worry about scorching anything you're on. It helps with your wrists, and it's just great for saving time. You don't have to find somewhere to set it. It also has a new diamond ceramic flow sole plate with Pro Press core that provides superior heat, durability, and it's non-stick and it's easy clean, even in the stickiest of situations. The smart sensor is extended the auto shut off for a 30-minute standby while you're working for your convenience. And there's a 30-second safety auto shut off if this has accidentally been tipped over, so you don't have to worry about anything possibly happening if you leave it unattended and it gets knocked over. It has a 2-inch detailer tip that is perfect for seams, bias tape, tight corners, your pleats, pockets, cuffs, collars, all of that. It has a 12-foot cord. You heard that right. It is a 12-foot cord, and it has a 360 pivot. That's the longest in the class. Your pivot you see here, so you can easily move and not worry about your cord getting pulling, and it just makes it easier to move around since it's moving with you instead of against you. It has a large water tank. It holds 12.7 ounces, which is perfect for the heavy steam usage. And it includes a easy side fill as well as a fill up cup. Now, I have a great little notion for when you're ironing. These are the Gypsy Quilter heat resistant thimbles. They come nested in a set of 3 different sizes. So you would just put these on the fingers. You need to protect. So if you're ironing a certain point, you can really hold it down, and if you accidentally touch the sole plate of your iron, you don't have to worry about getting burned. So these are just a nice little item to have on the side when you're really trying to get to those precise seams. Okay, so we're gonna keep on with the kind of ironing theme we got going on here with this So Quirky Ultra Clear FK mat. What do you do when you iron? You typically have a wool mat underneath, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my Gypsy Quilter wool mat underneath here. So, as the name says, this is ultra clear. It is also high quality silicone. It is a large mat, so it does provide loads of room, and it is completely iron safe up to 220 degrees. So the really nifty thing about this is it's slightly tacky. So when you go to put your piece down, you know, you remove your paper from the back and you set your piece down. You know, a lot of times you worry about when you go to put another piece on, it moves around, but as you can see, since it's tacky, it's not going anywhere. So that's nice when you go to iron. You don't have to worry about accidentally shifting your project. So they're just gonna really grip and keep in place. And what I prefer is I layer a couple at a time. So I'd layer the shirt and then the beard and then the other portion of the beard, and then I remove that and I section another piece. And then when you get them all put together, you're just gonna lay them all out, do one good iron, and then you have your finished project. So The pattern I did here was from Whole Country Caboodle. It was the Irish gnome. And it went together really quick. I did it in Maria's office yesterday. But, so that was the So Quirky applique matte. It's crystal clear. You can really see your projects. And again, a big thing is that it's slightly tacky. So I'll show you again because I think it's so much fun. You don't have to worry about your piece going anywhere. If you accidentally sneeze, it's still going to be there. Move this iron out of the way. Okay, so the next thing I have to show you is a limited edition kit. So this is the Happy Stitches limited edition kit from the Gypsy Quilter. It makes a perfect Mother's Day gift. It's packaged beautifully in a sturdy gift box with a clear window. It's tied with a cute little ribbon, and it comes with your gift tag already attached. So let's see what's inside of this limited edition promotional set. So you have your woolly bun pincushion. You have your 2-inch purple quilting clips that come in a reusable container. You have a 3-in-1 needle threader, a cute teal color. You have a magnetic needle case with 16 assorted hand needles. I love this. It's perfect for people like me. Oh, it's a pull off, not a twist off, Chessa. Come on. So as you see, you're not going to lose them. You can knock it over, roll it around. My cats could play with it, and they're not going anywhere. So that's great for me because I'm clumsy and I lose things all the time, and then my husband steps on them and then gets mad. And so I love this. And then you also get your purple polka dot stork scissor and your tote trivet. So if you don't know about the trivets, they are awesome. You can just snap up your sides. Now you have a nice little workstation. You can toss your stuff in. It's easy to move around. Nobody's going to be getting to your stuff. It also has a handy zipper. So you can just tuck your stuff inside of it, zip it up, and you are ready to go. When you're done, you can leave your items in it or you can take it out. You're going to unsnap it. And it lays flat for easy transport. So some little more information about this limited edition promotional set is, well, like it says, it's limited edition. There are only a certain amount left. You are going to want to get your pre-orders in now. They are coming for a March delivery. The minimum order quantity is 5. So get your orders in before they're gone, because once they're gone, that's it. They're out of here. Now we're going to move on to another Gypsy Quilter item. It is scrap tape. Have you heard of it? We have some new sizes, so I'm going to let Maria give you all the fun info on that.
Can I answer the question?
Oop, is there a question?
Jill asks if the So Quirky comes in different sizes.
At this moment, we only have the one size. Makes me sad when I don't have a positive answer.
So hello everyone, it's good to be back again with Chessa. Always fun to see the new products and the patterns and the books and all that stuff that I'm sure I need to have. So the scrap tape is this wonderful invention for a stabilizer for underneath your strips. We started with the 2.5 inch, which is this size. And if I unroll it, I've got a piece that's already trimmed. Can you see that fiber that's behind there? What it does is just gives a base to sew multiple strips to, And it's a really clever way to make a scrappy border or sashing or strip to make a pouch or whatever your heart desires. If I keep unrolling, here it is before it got trimmed. And can you see how wide the strips are there? You just want them wide enough to cover over that scrap tape and stitch it down. I even just finger press strips over instead of using an iron. You want to be really careful that you don't get it wet, because when you wash this, it disappears. So once you've stabilized your block or your strips or your borders or whatever, it's going to just go away when you launder it. So that's kind of great too. So the new one is a 5-inch piece. So I think this is great for a border. And because I have access to Gypsy Quilter and Cut Loose Press and Creative Grid here of my job, I pulled out one of the CLP patterns.
Sounds like you have a great job.
Love my job. I do love it here. I made the Crazy Hearts by Carla Alexander, and it is a cut loose press pattern because I'm thinking scrap tape, so I want something scrappy to put with the scrap tape. Look at these great hearts just in time for Valentine's Day.
Isn't that color just beautiful?
That's awesome. Well, we are sort of biased. Like, I love the new purple iron, and I love the purple in the quilts, and et cetera, et cetera. But this is what it looked like when we got started. Thank you. I literally cut random pieces from scraps that I had in the closet in my office. Some of these pieces, like this right here, is left over from making the scrappy hearts. So I added more solid pieces in between. You can see the stuff that I trimmed off is potentially a new section on my scrap tape. So nothing goes to waste unless you want to just throw it away. But I love this 5-inch piece. And I forget how many yards is it. There's 25 yards of this on the roll, so you've got a lot of borders that you can create. Okay.
And you trimmed yours down.
I did trim it down. Once I had it all pieced like that, the pattern calls for a 4-inch border, so I simply trimmed it down to the right size and stitched it onto my quilt just like I would any fabric border. And it's still in place there. Can you see this little bald spot?
Uh-oh,
Guess what happened there? Well, I moved the iron and it dripped, one drip. So it feels a little bit crunchy there, but the paper is all gone. That scrap tape is all gone from there. So they're not kidding when they say, do not spray anything on there. Don't use a steam in your iron. A dry iron or finger pressing is the perfect thing to do. We also have come out with a 13-inch scrap tape, which sounds really big compared to the 2.5-inch. Excuse me 1 second.
You have a different roll?
I should have carried everything over. I have a little treat to show you.
Oh, she has fun stuff I didn't even know about. It's a surprise for everybody.
I was busy in my office after we practiced this morning, so we'll move the 5-inch over. So this 13-inch is a 10-yard roll, and I had figured that I could do 27 12.5-inch blocks from one roll. So that's plenty big to make an oversized throw, or even enough blocks to do a queen size quilt when you add sashing and borders and all of that.
Carolina says hi.
Hi, Carolina.
To you specifically.
Aw, I feel really special, Carolina.
I bet she has great weather.
She actually will be messing with our scrap tapes because I sent her some stuff to play with. So can't wait to see what you do with it. She loves using the seam roller with the scrap tape. That is a perfect tool to use with that. Very good. So what I did, I took that roll and I cut it all up into my 13-inch squares. So I am all set to go with something scrappy and fun. So after collecting all those pinks and purples, I divided out the blues and greens and grays, and I'm not even sure what all is in that box.
We have access to a lot of fabric.
Yeah, me too. And it's a lot of sample stuff, so it's not a lot of yardage. So we have to work a little harder if we want a bigger piece. But this is what I'm going to be making with this first. I took a 1 3/4-inch strip. The way I decided how big to make that is I went like this with my fingers on the fabric. Yeah, I want to see about that much. and then I cut it accordingly. So there's no great science involved, but I started with that white piece right down the middle. I did not stitch both sides yet, but I laid the green with the butterflies right on top and stitched, finger pressed it over, and then I'm going to keep adding until that square is covered. So if you like to do that,
stitch and flip, right?
it is a stitch and flip, but with that stabilizer back there, not only is it going to hold that stable for me, but it also is going to stop me from creating too big of a block for what I want to do. So then I'll probably come back with a creative grid ruler, square it up, make a quilt, and you'll see that at some point. But it's a great material to also do like heirloom kind of sewing. If you've got a bucket full of grandma's hankies and you want to put them in a quilt and you don't want to do a lot of cutting on them, you could use this as your base to get started, add strips around to create your block, and when it's done, it's going to disappear. So instead of fusing something to those old fabrics, this scrap tape is a great way to do that.
Because it just washes away.
It just washes away, disappears, like it was never there.
Magic.
Yeah. So 2 new sizes for you to play with and for us to play with too.
Absolutely.
And to add to that, the 2.5 inch, I expect that we're going to see some really fun projects coming up soon.
All right.
All right, back to you, Jessica.
Thank you, Maria.
I'll remove my toys and
Oh, I mean,
samples.
I don't mind having your toys.
Well, you know where my office is, as you alluded to earlier, so it's all good.
Carolina says the weather is awesome where she is.
I don't want to know today.
Nice
I was
being
really
nice.
hoping for this big snowstorm, because even though I'm a grown-up, I really like a snow day now and then.
And guess what it's doing?
It's raining.
It's not snowing.
It's raining.
It's kind of let us
I'll
down.
be okay. I'll be okay, and I don't have to shovel it, so I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But
So don't go too far, because
I
remember you're
won't.
coming back later.
I know I have some quilts that I can just
Yes. Well, let's talk about this beautiful quilt behind me. This is called Little Lights. This is by Modernly Morgan. It's super cheerful in all these lovely bright colors. Again, we really love the pinks and the purples. We kind of have a theme here. It's a scrappy star quilt. It's jelly roll friendly, fat quarter friendly, and scrap friendly. So this would also be a great one that you could use your new scrap tape with
Absolutely.
to use up some of your scraps. I have some new cross stitch from Primrose Cottage. Let's start with some St. Patrick's Day stuff. We have Irish Kisses and the March 9 patch. And Spring Wishes and Bunny Kisses. That was from a Primrose Cottage. How many of you guys out there do cross stitch? Something I haven't dipped my feet in yet, but I'm gonna have to. You do, Maria?
I do.
Next up, we have some more St. Patrick's Day and Easter items from Pickle Pie Designs. Let's start with some more St. Patrick's Day. So these are your leprechaun little pillows. It says, I feel lucky. And happy St. Patty's Day. You see you have a female and male version of the leprechauns. Your lucky leprechauns.
Thank you.
And then we have some Easter wishes and bunny kisses. And happy Easter, again, female and male versions. These are all in the hoop embroidery projects. Thank you, Maria.
You're welcome.
She also has some coasters to match. I'm going to put those on the table. Maybe we can do it top down so we can see them all. Your cute little Easter bunnies and your leprechauns again. As well as this shamrock and bunny candy cuties. I love these. They're exactly what they say. They have little pouches in them So you can put little snacks in them. Be a cute way to hide candy from the kids and have them go find them. Those are all Pickle Pie designs. I have one last one from Pickle Pie. Is this not adorable? So this is the Owl Triplet Treat Panels. Again, this is in the hoop machine embroidery. So you got your 3 panels. So this is just super cute. You have an owl. It says, "Owl, always love you." Okay. Now, the next item I have to talk to you about, well, first I'm going to say hi to some people because I've just been blubbering on. Let's see what's going on out there. Hello, Renee from Rochester. They say they have plenty of snow on the ground. Hello, Jill from Quilted Memories in Michigan. Hello, Jeanette from Cosby Fabrics in Tennessee. She says she already has too much snow. You can share some of it. Hey, Lisa DeBoard, if you hang on a little bit longer, we have your patterns from Cutler's Press to show today. Hello, Ann Worcester. Hello, Delphine from Delphine's Quilt Shop in Michigan. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. This next item you might have already seen in our bi-weekly What's New publication or on a Facebook post because I really just wanted to show everybody it. But I think you have to see them in person or virtually like this to really get the feel for how adorable these 28mm blade savers from Purple Hobbies are. I mean, are these not just the cutest things? I love them. We have them in a couple different colors. So you guys already know kind of the gist with these, but let's go ahead and do a top down and kind of show you all the pieces and parts. I think we're already there, Cindy beat me to it. Alright, so it comes in a nice little container. The bottom here it has little rubbers, little feet to keep it from moving. This storage case also doubles as the stand. It's also magnetic, so it just goes right together. Then you're just going to take your little and set it in there, and then you have your little blade saver all set up ready to go. Maria pointed out earlier that it would be great because of the size for if you're going on a retreat. It's just great for travel. So when you're done, you just put it right back in there and you are ready to go. So I have blades in these suits, so I can just show you how super easy and fun it is. You're just going to take your lovely little chain piece section and look how fast. Just get through all the pieces like it's nothing. Whew. And then you just have a bunch of little confetti. But, so I have the 45mm one. I was just using it the other day. And I was like, oh, you know, give it a try. Wow, that makes cutting and chain piecing so much faster. So I'm going to have to get one of these cute little ones too. So these are the 28mm blade savers from Purple Hobbies.
And a great way to use up your blades.
And yes, I missed the main point here.
I know. That's why I'm remembering.
These are a great way to use up your old rotary blades, and you give them a new life with this. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different little sections that your blade is exposed. So, oh, this side got a little dull. You just simply take it, twist it, and there's another blade. These would also be great for shop hops. They're nice, cute little.
Or tuck one in that Mother's Day box.
Or
once you get it.
Put one in your Gypsy Quilter happy.
A few cute little add-ons.
I'm just gonna take them all. This is my box. Nobody look for it. It's not gonna be at my house or anything. I have another great item from Purple Hobbies. This is the multi-size block trimmer. So it comes in this great little reusable case. Let's open it up. So all these pieces in here, you have your instructions as well, go together and create frames from a 2-inch square up to a 15 and a ½ inch square, as well as hundreds of more square and rectangle sizes in between. When they're assembled, you can cut from the inside and the outside. Open some up here for you. They come nicely packaged. There are 24 pieces. There's 6 different sizes, and there's 4 of each. They're in this nice neon yellow. Makes it easy to see. Probably should have done that beforehand, but I'm sure you guys love watching me take this apart. Yeah, like an unboxing video. So, good example is, say you want a fussy cut, but you really don't know what size. So, you're going to start with one of your 2 corner pieces. You got your 2½ and 2 3/4. I don't think that's big enough. I'm going to need a middle piece in there. Let's put a 2. And so you see, it's super easy. If you're like, oh, the 2 isn't big enough, you could easily take it out, put a 3 or a 4.
Legos for quilters.
It is Legos for quilters. That was a great way to put it. Okay, so now I have it made. Now I'm just gonna put this back in the screen since I kind of moved it out of view. And I can kind of just outline. I just want this fish, and I have the option of cutting on the inside here, which is what I would do. But you also have the option of cutting on the outside, like here I want to square up my block. I would obviously make this a lot bigger, but so when you would just line up this piece here, they both set on the seams, and I would just cut. You can make it a rectangle and just cut out a piece of fabric. Like it says in the description, it's just full of endless possibilities. And then when you're done, you have your great reusable plastic box. I'm just going to toss these in there, get them out of the way. So that was the multi-size block trimmer from Purple Hobbies. I'm going to give these to Maria.
Thank you.
Thank you. So with that, I love that. I could sit here for an hour and show you all the different sizes and options there is. There is a video on the product page on our website as well as on our YouTube channel for a more in-depth video if you were looking for that. We're going to go back to St. Patrick's Day with Kimberbell. Oh, Maria, I forgot to give you the instructions. Thank you.
Good thing I wasn't trying to use them right away.
So this is the Luck of the Gnome St. Patrick's Day bench pillow from Kimberbell. It has all of the joy that your heart can hold. There are leprechauns with wooden noses and knobbly knees. They have hats of sparkly polka dot and applique glitter. There are flying geese, pinwheel patterns, spring has sprung buttons, and rickrack. So there are just tons of fun little pieces that go into this, and it just makes it stunning. I wouldn't even want to sit on the bench because I wouldn't want to cover this up. So this St. Patrick's Day pillow is an Irish blessing for every household. Let's see who else is watching today. Jeannie from Blue Top Quilt Shop in Missouri. A little snow and a little ice. We're probably getting icy out there as well. Hello, Emma from Auntie M Scrapbooking and Quilting. They have a storm headed their way. Oh, now Carolina says hello to me. Hi, Carolina.
That's twice. She said hello earlier, but we
Oh, I missed it. Hello to Twister Sisters from Minnesota. We have some quilt patterns from them to show you in a little bit. Hello, 47 Degrees North Quilt Shop. They have heavy duty window treatments. Oh, that should be good for the storm. So you're all prepared. But when the forecast changes and calls for spring showers, you're going to want this Kimberbell embroidery pattern.
I get to be Vanna.
You get to be Vanna. So as you can see, this has all sorts of cute, you got your little, whoops, as I drop it, my bad. You have your little rain boots. You got some birdhouses. Let's weather it together. You have some umbrellas, some bees. It is a 40 by 40 inch quilt, and it just celebrates spring and all of its glory. There are felt flowers. You can piece log cabin blocks right in the hoop.
I think I saw cork. Oh yeah, the vases are
Oh
cork
yeah, you got
fabric
some
down
cork
there.
down there.
It's a lot of different types of materials in this. It's darling.
Yeah, it's super cute. It has a cute little phrase on it. Where is it? Sometimes a good puddle is all you need. I read that out earlier, and Marielle just giggled like she did then too. So this is Kimberbell Spring machine embroidery quilt. Again, it's a 40-inch square, and it's just a breath of fresh air for every machine embroidery enthusiast. This one will not be available in a sewing version. I just want to let you guys know that. From Cheryl Lynch of Oive Quilts. She is known for her curvilicious templates and series. She has more recently become known for her mini mosaics, and she even has 2 Mosaic Masterpiece fabric lines with Hoffman of California. Mosaic Masterpiece 2 is just starting to ship, so let's take a closer look at the fabrics in the line. Lots of great color options. You got some blacks and whites as well. And what's great about this fabric line is, like I said, that she's known for her mini mosaics, but originally that was literally cutting all these itsy bitsy little pieces out and stabilizing them.
That'd be a good job for scrap tape.
Be a great job for scrap tape if you didn't know about this fabric line. So, but this kind of cuts all that out because it is full pieces of fabric that look like you cut out all these little mini mosaic pieces. So you are eliminating cutting those hundreds of pieces. And she has new patterns as well to go along with the new fabric line. Like here you have the Love. Looks like it would use this one and this one. Of course, you are always able to pick whatever colors or fabrics you would prefer. Here we have Alphabets. This uses this panel, this alphabet panel, that is also included in the fabric collection. And here is Floribunda. This one uses a bunch of different colors. And it also uses her curvilicious ruler that she is very well known for. Keyfetti. Cute little fishy. And Mandala Mosaic Masterpiece. This one has 3 size options. So that is from Cheryl Lynch of Oive Quilts. And I don't know, maybe some of this fabric or the patterns are a part of the giveaway. You are just going to have to stay tuned to the end to find out, aren't you? Because you know I never give away a secret. What? Maria's like, that's not true. You love to tell
I was
people.
thinking they'd look good in my office if you didn't give it away.
Oh, maybe they're not part of the giveaway after all. Sorry, we'll get you your own, don't worry. Okay. So remember when I said hi to Twister Sisters? Well, now we have some of their patterns. First is the Easter Bunny. I might just let you hold it while I talk about it. Is that fine?
Yep.
Okay, so the Easter Bunny here, this is peeking out of a colorful egg-filled basket. It is just an adorable scene. You have your cute little button eyes. It is perfect for spring decorating. It comes with a full color booklet that includes directions for not 1, not 2, but 5 size options. Step back so you can take that all in. And the next one we have from Twister Sisters is Twister Highlight. So Twister Highlight takes a large feature print and combines it with pinwheels that are made with the little twister or the midi twister tool. This is a beautiful feature fabric.
You gotta show them the back. Isn't that a gorgeous backing?
It's a beautiful backing.
It's a reversible quilt if you wanted it.
I love it. And the colors, you know we love our bright colors. So that's from Twister Sisters. Thank you guys for sending that sample in for us to show. Next up we have some patterns from Bloomin' Minds. First is Dazed and Confused, which you have wall hangings. You could also do a table runner. And also you can make a pillow. How cute is this? I bet my mom's writing this down on her list of things she wants me to make her. Super cute. So that was the Dazed and Confused. Hello Spring, you also have the table runner, as well as the wall hanging. And then next is Silence and Golden. And this one cracked me up because I was like, oh, Silence and Golden, like that's a cute name for a pattern. Well, if you read it, it says silence is golden, but duct tape is silver. And then you have some monsters with duct tape over their mouth. Ooh, not what I was expecting, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Lynn from Bloomin' Minds is here.
Hello, Lynn. Thanks for sending these over. I hope she was here soon enough that she got to see it all.
She just popped up.
This one's my favorite. It's so funny. Thank you. All right, next we have some patterns from Sew House 7. You have the Remy Raglan. This is for a confident beginner. And as always, they have other options if you want short sleeves, long sleeves, gathered sleeves. You know I like when patterns have multiple options. Then you have the Romy gathered dress and top. So here you have options for a dress or a shirt. That is super cute. The Romy gathered dress and top. Okay, this is the same one. It's for different sizes. I was like, oops. These are all for confident beginners. Then you have the Cosmo sweater shirt and elemental pencil skirt. And then again, you have it in other sizes. So make sure when you're ordering, you're checking what sizes that you are ordering the instructions for. Up next are some new ones from Jacqueline Dejean. We have Sleep Well. These do include all the foundation paper pieces that you need in the pattern. And you know her fabric is with Anthology Fabrics, which you can get from us. In Full Bloom. This one is a 49-inch square. Wish Upon a Star. You can see it in 2 different colorways. Botanica. This one is 51-inch square. Hexavangaza. 70-inch, a little bit larger. And Flavors of Fall. 60 by 60. You could make this flavors of Christmas or flavors of spring, depending on what colors you use. And Purple Sunrise. This is a 63-inch square. From Sweet Jane's Quilting and Design, we have the Catch-All Hanging Bag. So these bags are quick and easy to make. You have 3 size options, as well as optional directions for making a 2-part handle so you can hang one from anywhere. See, just Velcro it. This would be a great class for beginners or confident beginners, just to get their feet wet and a little bit. You got the base here, it's kind of a curved base and super cute. This also may be part of the giveaway if it doesn't end up in Maria's office.
I can share.
This is true, she can. From Whole Country Caboodle, we have S'more Fun Outdoors Applique Quilt in Project. So you have the options of a pre-cut pack that can be promoted as a 9-month block of the month. You have your cute little animals, got some fish.
Show them the back.
Oh, the back fabric. Super cute. So this includes, the pre-cut pack includes 15 applique laser pre-cut packs. There's instructions for a quilt, a wall hanging table topper, as well as a table runner. Then you also have the options to buy it separately. And then there's also some mug rug patterns. You know we love mug rugs. Gonna keep going. And there's one more. This is all from Whole Country Caboodle. I just love that name. Whole Country Caboodle. Alright, what is next? Show another quilt?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's so cute.
Very cute.
So this is from Kelly Fannin Quilt Designs. This is the Polar Peekaboo quilt pattern. This has adorable icy collection of Arctic creatures. You have polar bears, penguins. Sasha, what's this one over here?
Narwhal.
A narwhal. So they're peeking through the windows. You guys can't tell, we have some inside jokes here. So this is all traditionally pieced. And it is a 56-inch square. It's adorable.
Super cute.
Thank you. Don't go too far.
I'm not leaving rooms.
Lisa DeBoard, who hopefully is still watching. Hey, Lisa. She is a cut loose press designer as well as a quilt shop owner. She is known for her Log Cabin Cutie series. She has 18 patterns with cut loose press, 14 which belong to the Cabin Cutie series. These series of patterns use the Creative Grid's 4-inch curvy log cabin trim tool from Jean Ann Wright, as well as the 4-inch log cabin trim tool. Maria's going to give you some background on what those tools can do, and we're going to then show you a handful of patterns. Let me give you a little room. Grab my one. Switch places with you.
Switch places, and just like that, it's a whole new show. Pull a cutting mat up here just because. You know, the smoke and mirrors to make a show happen. All right, I am going to flip it over to the other side today, partly just to show you how great the back of the mat is. It's designed for the stripologies, but if you're trimming with the trim tools, oh, that's right, closer to me, thank you. If you're trimming with the trim tools, this is a great side to use because you're not using any of the grid markings to measure things. But I just, you know, I love what I do, and I love to show people how it goes from raw block to trimmed block. So here is the Log Cabin 4-inch trim tool. Make sure I say that right. 4-inch Log Cabin trim tool, again by Jean Ann Wright. And if you look on the tool here, I've got squares that are marked for round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So depending on which of these styles you're making, you might have 6 rounds to do. It has the great grip, just like all of our rulers do, that go all the way around the outside perimeter. And there's more spots of it on the ruler here and there to keep it from slipping while you trim. Because this is round 1, I'm going to look for the round 1 square and lay it right on there, and I'm going to trim all that extra off, turn it around, trim the other 2 sides, and look at what a difference that makes. Round 2 is the same type of thing. Here's my trim square in the middle. I added another set of logs. I'm going to find the round 2 square and line it up on my block. Trim and trim, spin around and trim some more. And there's round 2. I don't even bother taking the threads off as I go because what's the point? I'm going to trim that off later, so I just leave them. And last but not least, a lot of the projects we're about to show you are done with this size block. So here's that round 4. I'm sorry, 4-inch square, round 3. I'm going to find the round 3 outline here on the tool. And you can see that those dotted lines line up with those seam lines on there if my seaming was correct. Sometimes it's a test if I really stitch straight or not. And I'm going to trim all the way around the tool to get this 4-inch block. So just like the Log Cabin, but with a little bit of a twist, she also uses the 4-inch curvy Log Cabin trim tool. Same thing, I've got center squares marked on there. I've got the grip all the way around the outside edge along with extra dots. But the fun twist is, this says narrow round 1. This one says wide round 1. So to get a curved block, you're going to do thick and thin strips so that it has a different look than the traditional. Here's the beginning. Look at that teeny tiny little center there. So I want the narrows. I know my whites are the narrows because that's what I used. I'm going to line that up on that center square, trim. I'm going to turn it around and turn the ruler around and line up that wide round 1 and trim again. And you get this. Isn't he cute? And he looks so different from the traditional. Let's hope it goes up too. Look at that. Same size, different size centers, but 2 different size logs. Round 2 is going to be the same story as the other one, except for now you really start to see that difference. I'm going to start with narrow round 2 to trim the white, and then I'm going to spin it around and use the wide round 2. Oh, I'm sorry, it's still too far away from me.
You'll learn one day.
I need to do this more often maybe, or we need more practice. I'm used to having to stretch across the table for people to see. All right, wide round 2, trim again. And you get this versus this. And last but not least, we've got round 3. And this has center square, round 3. It's for both wide and narrow, and look at it fits right on top of that block. I'm going to trim the other 2 sides because I don't like to go so close to my body or towards me. And there is my finished 4-inch block before it gets put into a quilt. And here is the traditional. So what a difference. And yet same type of technique, except for we're going to spin that ruler around to do the narrow and the wide rounds separately.
Love it.
Want to show them some quilts?
Yeah.
There's your little how-to in a minute video.
I don't know if it was a minute, but it was quick.
That's quick.
We do have more in-depth videos on Creative Grids YouTube.
Yes, we do. But I wanted to show that to give you perspective for how big the squares are in this quilt. For instance, this is a little 4-inch square, that red box right there. And another one. And then there's the white ones in there. So they are tiny, tiny little blocks. All these tiny little pieces are 1/2 inch wide when they're finished. Except for the curved ones, there's that difference in size. But I think this one just uses the 4-inch. No, yep. So, super fun.
Yes, this is Lovey, as you can tell. Yes, this is Courthouse Steps, right?
Oh, yes, it is. I gotta look closer at them. It is Courthouse Steps. So there's 3 different styles on each ruler, and the rulers each come in different sizes. So we can do log cabins from a 4-inch up to a 12-inch if we want to, and lots of dimensions in between.
So many
yes,
options.
This is the Courthouse Step layout. Thank you.
So these are all Lisa DeBoard patterns from Cutler's Press.
I feel like I took your spot over here.
That's okay. I can adapt.
I'll hold and talk. Oops. All right.
Actually, it's always.
Oh, there we go.
There's actually a
when you look at them sideways, you have to sort of practice that a little bit.
That
Yep.
one. So that one is Harriet.
I love the names.
And then we have Hank. And let's see if I can do this. And Cornelius. I can't do it all.
Here, give me that corner. I don't know if I can see all that at once, so.
Are we in the screen, Cindy?
Yes, you are.
Woohoo! Look at us. You think after nearly 2 years we'd be good at this, right?
Maybe.
So these are perfect for that rustic farm feeling that's super trendy and just super cute for the fall season. As you can see, we have like some embellishments on here.
And look at how the curved log cabin block gives that rounded shape to the top of the pumpkin. In here too. And the Courthouse Steps, the log cabin blocks that are in there, that variety just gives you such a great look. Very fun. Very fun.
Make one, make them all.
She does an excellent job, and I love her background fabrics back here. It's just fabulous.
Super cute.
Super cute.
This one is one of my favorites.
That one's cute too.
They're all cute. But I don't know if I'm tall enough.
There's the top. I am.
So this is One Single Lady. This one has courthouse steps and log cabins. What?
She does a lot with the Courthouse Steps.
I know. She's so talented.
Very cool. And the Courthouse Step. Well, here's the log cabin one. etc. Lisa should jump in here maybe.
This is one single lady.
And one, 2 little 4-inch tools.
We should write a jingle. Next up is Penny
this one's
Lane.
gorgeous too.
I know, I love it. So Penny Lane combines courthouse steps, log cabin blocks, and curvy log cabin blocks. You see the little curves.
Yep.
Since these blocks are made with the log cabin trim tools by GDN Wright, all the blocks are trimmed to exactly 4.5 inches. Kind of just reiterating things you've already said in case people jumped in late.
I know, but if you don't mind dealing with small, I mean, these are great for using up a bunch of strips, or the detail that you can get because of that curved log cabin to make it look like the flower petals here, and the designing that she's got going on in the center here. This one's a curved log cabin too, and it gives that inner curve to the design with the fabric. It's just a fantastic tool.
She really shows what you can do with those rulers.
She really does. Really does.
Penny Lane.
And we're hoping that pile doesn't just go.
No, don't jinx it. Next up
And this
is
one's cute too.
American Sweetheart.
Oh my god.
So this is a 40-inch square. It's a perfect centerpiece for your patriotic holidays, or a baby quilt, or really you can make it in any colorway you want to match any theme. Maria would make hers in purple.
Pink and purples. I still have a few strips left over from the crazy hearts we did.
So these are all designed by Lisa DeBoard. They're Cutler's Press patterns. Don't forget about that link that's in the description of this video that will take you to all of these in case we went too fast, or you missed the name, or you just want to take a closer look.
Or you want them for your very own.
Not these ones specifically.
Not the quilts.
Not the
patterns.
quilts.
The patterns. Okay. Thank you, Jessica.
Well, you can hang out. I'm not boot when you go out. She walks away so sad. If you love jigsaw puzzles, you will just love those patterns. It's literally a jigsaw puzzle.
It literally is. Both as you're piecing it and as you're assembling the blocks.
After all of those great products, aren't you just ready for the giveaway? I know I am.
Done.
Because Maria's not allowed to steal any of it. We have the Fat Quarter Bundle of Cheryl Lynch's Mosaic Masterpiece 2 fabric line from Hoffman, as well as her companion patterns. We are also giving away the Sweet Jane's Quilting and Design Catch-All little hanging bag, and additional pattern copies so you can have a sample for your shop. And then we are also going to toss in some of Lisa DeBoard's Cut Loose Press patterns as a bonus. I know it's been a month, so let me just remind you guys of the 2 simple rules to enter in this contest. You must be a Checker customer, and you must be a member of Checker's private Facebook group. The giveaway will be posted on our private Facebook page later today. To enter, simply put your shop name and location in the comments, plus like the post. If you're not a member of our private Facebook group, we are going to post a link in the comments for you to join, and you will have until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this coming Friday, February 4th to register to win. Do we have any questions? I think we do.
Pink Petunia Patchworks asks, what was the name of the quilt pattern? It was...
We had a lot of them.
It was the light.
The one behind me?
Yeah.
That was from Modernly Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one here, this is Little Lights. This was by Modernly Morgan. It's a great scrap-friendly and pre-cut friendly pattern. Again, if this wasn't the one you're talking about, which is completely possible, there is a link in the description of this video that's going to take you to just the items that I've shown here today. Do we have anything else, Sasha? Do we have any people that were cross-stitching?
Yes. Diane says she does, she cross-stitches.
Diane cross-stitches.
Carla Jean says she used to do a lot of cross-stitching.
You don't do it anymore?
Just think about getting back into it.
Ooh, I think you should. Make sure you show us what you do.
And Karen said she cross-stitched since she was 6.
You have cross-stitched since you were 6, Karen? Wow. Wow. I'm really behind here. I'm going to have to jump right in. You're going to have to teach me.
Just gonna have to hang out with me a little more.
Oh. Oh gosh, that's horrible. No. All right, guys. I think we've answered all the questions. If we did not, don't worry. We're going to be checking Facebook and making sure we don't miss anything. Or if you've had a comment and you comment later, all these items, as usual, are available on checkerdisc.com. Have a safe day and week with this weather. Everybody stay safe, stay warm, and make sure you check your emails as we will keep you up to date as to what is going on here with the weather, if there's any delays in closings. So I will see you back here in 1 month exactly on Wednesday, March 2nd. Thank you.